Welcome to the Morning Talk with LENORA. Good morning, and welcome to the Morning Talk with LENORA. Well, it's Monday morning, and I believe it's President's Day, but how do you celebrate that? Especially now, so we won't. We'll talk about, I did get to go see Black Panther this weekend, and I have to tell you, it was amazing. The cinematography was awesome. The costumes they were great. The colors, the textures, the jewelry. Chadwick Boseman. He is so sexy. I know that's not a real movie critique, but he is. He has what you call dreamy eyes. His eyes always glisten. I was always a fan of his. I saw him in the James Brown story, and he was great. He really worked hard on that part. Dancing and everything, and he's just so smooth, So it's great. Michael B. Jordan was good. Lupita, the guy from Get Out. It's a great movie, and I have to see it again. I saw it in IMAX, so it was like really bigger than life. The movie is just great. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who has not seen it yet, but it's awesome. It's a good movie for so many reasons. Today I'm wearing one of my original t-shirts. It's called let me back up a little bit here. Can you see it? Okay. It's one of my first t-shirts I ever made. It's called the original Melanin Girl, or the OMG, And I have it on my website, and it's also in a special edition blue color instead of just the black from the Queen Melanin Black Tea Shop. So I have this available, and I've also, it's still Black History Month, and I'm pulling from my personal library of books, and I have a book today that is a very old book, but I think it's so apropos since we were talking about Black Panther and the black civilization that they portray, Wakadia. I don't know why I want to say Waka Flocka, but I'm since I went to the movie, I'm better now. Wakadia. So this is a book, as you see it right here. It's called it's a Great Ages of Man book, and it's African Kingdoms, and it's by Basil, Davidson, and the editors of Time Life Books. So it's an old book, and on the front cover is the Oba, or the King of Benin, B-E-N-I-N, Benin, and he's carrying his ceremonial hammer. Well, Benin is was one of the most advanced cities and civilizations in African history. The pictures are kind of like, reminds me of National Geographic, but it's an old, if you've seen National Geographic when they talk about African civilizations, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it's old, and this is a picture of the Queen of Benin, and this is a statue of her. So the pictures aren't, they're kind of all kind of like brown. It's not like, really bright. So it is an old book, but it's one that I picked up at the library years ago. They had them like, I just have this thing, I just can't, they were like selling them or getting rid of them, because everything is so advanced now, that I just bought it and added it to, as I say, my library. I like books, and I know we have Google, and which is great, and a whole bunch of other ways to obtain knowledge. There's still nothing like a book. You could, just, I got audiobooks. I have that. That's kind of cool. I have that. And I have, you know, I use Kindle because my book, the Mirror Image of Me, is on Kindle. So I do read books on Kindle, which I think is great, because one thing about when you read the Mirror Image of Me on Kindle, the pictures are in color. And I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool, because in the book they're black and white. Even though I have this really beautiful cover, the pictures inside, you can't see them in color. But on Kindle you can, so I think that's real cool. So other than that, I had a really good weekend. You know, Friday, I don't know if you could tell from my videos, but I'm a lot more energetic like Monday. And then especially, depends on the week, my myasthenia kind of kicks in because I get tired. So by Friday, even my voice sounds different. I'm slower. I noticed it looking at my videos. I was like, by that time I'm tired. My kind of tired, you know, even though you probably said you didn't do nothing but talk all day. But it's muscle work. I mean, I take medication for it. It's called Mestinon, and it helps us to manage some of the symptoms of myasthenia, which is muscle weakness, and we get tired. So I looked at my Friday video and I go, okay, I'm talking about me. And not only did I look like, I like how I look, I don't care, but I can make jokes about me. I looked at it and I was like, why do I sound like Wheezy from the Jeffersons? And I look like Wheezy from the Jeffersons. But hey, I like my look. I mean, I didn't realize I was so tired. I had someone critique it, a very kind person, and they said, you look the same to me, so you don't look tired. But, you know, I'm like, I look at, and I'm like, you know, going and talking fast, and I was not doing that on Friday. But I was like, I was having a moment. You know, you have moments sometimes. I'm drinking my tea. Yeah, I'm drinking my tea. This time I didn't use my regular crystals. I used a tea bag, and I don't know if I like it. Like, I like those crystals. They like, you know, even though they kind of get in my throat, I know I'm drinking ginger tea. So with this, I'm not too sure. It's like I'm drinking water. You see, I got my hair. I just turned it into solid little ponytail. I do have hair. I know it's growing back because I did have chemotherapy. So I got some little baby dreads going on that I'm still cultivating. I haven't decided what I want to do with it yet. Oh, and Jonas, hello. I think you're out for President's Day. I'm not sure. Jonas, if you don't know, is my grandson, my only grandchild. So he's uber special to me. So I'm supposed to tell you he is my silent director of my show. So I'm supposed to tell you about my job. Before I became ill, I was a nurse. And I had some really great jobs. One of my favorites was when I worked for Franklin C. Fetter. That was my last job, actually. I worked there. I was one of the nurses in the office, and I worked under a wonderful pediatrician. She really believed in me and really supported me, and I in turn was very happy to be there to work with the health clinic and provide care to patients. There was an awesome staff there. They were very supportive of me when I became ill. One of the other nurses, I mean, she came to visit me in intensive care and brought me a beautiful gift basket with these great things in it. And one of the books that she brought me had quotes in it from T.D. Jakes. And it was very comforting for me at the time, especially when I was newly diagnosed and not really sure what I was going to do with my life, you know, and how I was feeling, and, you know, and trying to figure out what to do. You know, I was a 2-job working 12-hour swimming mother for a nurse, you know. I was getting it. Drove a stick shift. So, you know, I run and take my kids to their after school things. My daughter was a cheerleader. The other one was a color guard in the band. Those were the twins. So I had these two girls in high school that, and they both worked, and nobody drove at the time. And then they learned to drive, but I had a stick shift and I had to take everybody. Then I had the two youngest. I had them in like park ball, you know. So when everything came to a screeching halt, and I no longer had the energy to do those things, and now I had this new illness, so you know, it was a big change, so it was a transition. So Jonas, I'm not sure what you wanted me to say, but I hope that's right. If not, I know you will call me and let me know. So you know, I was a nurse for 20 years, so 20 plus years actually, a working nurse for 20 plus years, because I will always be a nurse. I mean, you pass those boards and take those nursing classes, you don't give that up. So I'm still a nurse. Just right now, I only have one patient, me. I'm my patient. I'm my advocate. You know, I'm the person that has to keep up with me, you know. So I'm doing private duty. So I'm a private duty nurse, and I'm the patient. So I can tell I'm better. I feel better. I did go to church, and it was so interesting, I gotta tell you. I go to this new church, and it's called Unity. And, you know, they tried to work with, you know, make it, I mean, Unity says it all. So we talk about a lot of things. Well, they had someone from the Quakers, and they talk about the religion of Quakers. And, you know, how, you know, one of their main things is they are into simplicity, and I thought it was really cool. And also, because of Black History Month, I got to, oh my, I almost forgot that. We watched the film after church called I'm Not a Negro, or I'm Not Your Negro by James Baldwin. I understand it's on Netflix, but I was the first time I ever saw it. And he recants his life and the people he, you know, meeting Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Medgar Evers. It's really interesting, and it is worth your watch. That is my one of my Black History Month tips as well, to watch I'm Not a Negro. And I hope I'm saying it right. You know, I almost forgot about it, so I didn't write it down. But I will put it in the comments. It'll be in the comments, the correct title and everything. So that's it for me today. Y'all have a great week. And I'm looking to see tomorrow, but guess what? I got an appointment. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I got to look at the time. I don't know when that's going to happen. So thank you, and keep watching. Goodbye. So y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for